So in the last video, I asked you guys what I should do with my loot tab. If you guys have watched this far in the video, let me know what you prefer. Keep it as it is now. So just comment keep it or comment start fresh. And if you see it before this first, I'll probably, take that consideration and probably do whatever has the most feedback, whatever you guys want the most. And based on the responses, I am going to go ahead and sell it. I'm going to sell everything in this tab that I can, as well as any duplicates that I have for bosses I kill. So that might include some, well, I'm probably not going to sell those. I'll sell those. I don't know. I'm just going to sell a lot of stuff and basically try to clear this tab out and start fresh for the new year. There it is, 1 billion GP so far from this stack, and we're not even finished yet. My loot was worth over 1 bill just sitting in loot. That's so crazy. Here we go. Everything has been sold. So if we look in my loot tab, I also sold a bunch of the things that I had like duplicates of. If we look in here, it's just untradeable stuff and the GP I already had. So let's take a look and see how much we have in total. The final collection. And 1,276 mil in just loot that was in my bank that served no purpose other than to stack up and be more loot. 2020 has begun. This means we're now over 10 bill as well. How many platinum tokens do we have? Let's just do 1 bill worth of plat tokens to get that 10 bill again. Yeah, let's just go ahead and do that. There we go. Back over the green plat stack with 500 mil GP just sitting there. Oh man, this is gonna be a good year. We're gonna stack up a lot of loot. Honestly, there's not that many bosses left that I have pets for, but with Nightmare of Ashihama coming and the few pets I do have left to get, this could stack up and be a pretty big loot tab anyways. Hopefully. We'll see. But yeah, this is all of my loot sold. And now let's just get into talking about what my plans, goals are for 2020, and also kind of reflecting on the last year. So if you were just here for selling the loot tab, that's completely fine. Appreciate you guys watching. And if you watched this far, just drop a yo somewhere in your comment down below. Maybe let me know that you watched at least that far. And now we're just going to talk about what I did in 2019. Did I reach my goals? And what am I looking forward to in 2020 as far as what I want to do and what I look forward to doing and hopefully, can get done. So without further ado, in 2019, I wanted to get 4 weeks of planned vacation. I don't say want to, but I planned on that. I want to continue that into this year. I was planning a trip to Chicago to see my parents, but that didn't end up happening. I am going to see them, I think, in February, hopefully. But there's a lot of trips in these first couple months. I'm very busy these first couple months of the year, but hopefully I can see them this year. I went to PAX East, I went to Twitch Berlin, I went to Guardian Con, RuneFest, TwitchCon, and I spent some time flying to Texas, where I currently live, to look at houses and look at places I want to move to. So all that got done. I did all that except for flying to Chicago to see my parents. Another goal I had was to sleep 7 or 8 hours a night, minimum 7 hours basically. And the reason behind this was a guy named Matthew Walker. I saw it on a Joe Rogan podcast originally, but then I started doing my own research as well. But this guy named Matthew Walker is basically like the sleep expert, he calls himself. Studied sleep for like 20 years of his life and kind of the patterns of life efficiency and, overall longevity. And I think 7 hours is a good number to hope for as a minimum. And no more than like 9 hours, because you get too groggy at that point and you're also wasting your day at 9, and below 7, your productivity exponentially drops off. So I was able to do that for the most part. I did want to have a very disciplined schedule as far as, my day to day. I'd say for the most part, I did stick to that. I was going to the gym in the mornings, which I still do now. I was streaming very consistently. I streamed more this year than I did last year, or sorry, 2019 than I did in 2018. So that was good, but the schedule was kind of a little bit all over the place. So want to get more on track with that in 2020. And I wanted to prepare more of my meals, which I have done. I make almost all my food. I eat out a little bit, maybe a little more than I should, but it's not nearly as bad as it was in 2018. So 2019 was a good year for that, as far as health and saving money, eating right, all that. Now I did put down that I wanted to put 2 days a week for studying music more. If you guys don't know, I've been playing guitar and piano since I was like 10, and I also, was going to school for MPNE, which is music production and engineering, and then music business as well. I was double majoring for a couple years. Unfortunately, had to drop out. That's my past, whatever. But I wanted to spend more time doing that. I didn't really get the chance to. Going into 2020, I'd really, really like to get on that. So a lot of the goals I have for 2020 are more of the same, and just getting better at it and actually putting the time in to do it. One of my goals as far as the community building was going was to revive my Zulu craft server, which I have done a couple times in 2019. I basically got a lot of people playing the Minecraft server. It was very fun. I want to do more community building in 2020. So a few of the ideas I have as far as community building goes is more events, not just, sub events or whatever, but community events from maybe my Discord, maybe like a movie night, maybe some sub events, maybe some competitions or tournaments. There's a difference. So a competition would be like a certain goal, and then a tournament would be like some kind of PvP thing or elimination thing where it's a knockout thing. So maybe like a PvP tournament. I'd love to host a PvP tournament. If any PvPers watch my content with any experience, or any content creators that want to team up with me, maybe to shoutcast one or to set up a tournament, I would absolutely love to get my foot in the door as far as casting goes and organizing events. I'd really, really like to do that. That's something I really want to do in 2020. Another thing I really want to do in 2020 is possibly, so people have reframed the 24-hour stream. It's interesting. All these new streamers have reframed a 24-hour into a subathon, is what they call it now. I want to do a couple of those. Maybe not like every month, but maybe every like 2 months or 3 months or something. Have some fun little goals. If we basically, the way subathon works is like you have a minimum and then a maximum. So let's say 2 hours and like 12 hours, and like based on the number of subs you get or bits or whatever it is, it increases the time of the stream up to that point. And then there's little bonuses when you reach a certain amount. You have like stream decides this, or we do this event, or I dress up as this thing, or I don't know. Those would be fun to do. That'd be kind of fun. And along with that, I'd just like to do a little more variety as far as streams go. Last year I wanted to do that, and I did it for a little bit, but I'd like to finish some of the games that I was playing. I did start Subnautica. I started Bloodborne. I played a little bit of FPS games. I want to do all those more. And if you guys don't know, I have a girlfriend, so I really want to play more games with her. She's also a gamer. She's a gamer girl. And so it'd be fun to play some games with her that she likes, maybe like Overwatch or some other like co-op games that she may be interested in. I also really want to get going back to streams, I'd really like to get a couple charity streams this year. At least one in the first quarter, and then one or two more throughout the year. So in the first quarter, look out. There will be probably some sort of video where I mention it in a video or something. I would really like to, do more charity streams. I did one in 2018, and it was pretty successful, and it was a pretty cool charity, cool cause, and I want to do more of that. I think with a platform, if you have a platform on the internet or somewhere where you can get a good audience and good reach, you should definitely try to pay it forward and do what you can to help others. So that's one thing I want to do, is a couple charity streams, at least one in the first quarter. As far as YouTube goes, I would really like to do more making time for YouTube. So that includes recording clips and series off stream, maybe getting more B-roll, getting a little more organized with my clips, possibly using an editor, kind of like the edit for the Selling Loot tab you just saw from John MP4. Maybe getting editor. Depends how it goes. More collaboration is also on the list. Collaborating with other creators, either with streams or videos. Possibly group mode if that comes out, maybe. So those are things I'm looking forward to. Outside of Twitch, I definitely want to be more active. So I was saying, YouTube, obviously. I want to be more active, like interacting with people on Twitter, maybe posting more clips on there. More Instagram posts, more Instagram and Snap posts and stories. I need to, I one thing that I didn't really take seriously until the later bit of 2019 was how important it is to be active on other social media. If you primarily stream or primarily make YouTube videos or something, it's important to reach out and actually build your audience in the best way you can and interact with them. So that's one thing I want to do. Let you guys a little more into my life. Let's talk about the thing I've been kind of beating around the bush about was RuneScape goals. So last year I set some pretty high goals, assuming that I was going to play as much as I did play in 2018, which didn't happen. I didn't play the game as much. I played a lot, but not as much. So maybe instead of playing 4,000 hours, I played 2,500 or 3,000 hours. I don't know, something like that. I played less. Let's just say that. So with playing less, I didn't really achieve all the goals I wanted to achieve. I started the year with 33 pets. I ended the year with 40. So I gained 7 pets, but I wanted to get all the pets. I still have 5 left to get. Didn't end up happening. Unfortunately, I wanted to get a lot more skilling XP done. Didn't end up doing that. So there's a lot of things I didn't really get done. I think it's mainly because I set myself such a high goal, and I just didn't. I kept putting stuff off. So this year, as far as RuneScape goals, I have a few, but not too much. I don't want to. I just want to generally play a lot and actually enjoy what I'm doing. So I want to get all the pets, obviously. I want to master the new Nightmare of Ashihama when that comes out. I'd like to get a sub 60-minute Inferno, maybe sub 55-minute. I don't think it's going to be too tough, but when I go for that pet, which I'm at 61 KCA, so I'm over the rate already, I'd like to go for some decent times. Not the best times, but improving there. Maybe a solo Theater of Blood, just so I can say I've done it. A lot of people have done it now, so maybe that. A pure Inferno, if I get the motivation. I have an account already made. The stats are already there. It's ready to go. I just haven't done it yet. I'd also like to get 50 mil all skills. I think I'm missing mining, agility, fishing, thieving, and a couple others. Hunter, runecrafting. So yeah, I'd like to get 50 mil all, but other than that, past that, I don't want to make empty promises or empty goals that I may not fulfill. Maybe my goals will change halfway through the year. So for now, those are the goals. I think they're all achievable if I'm motivated to do them. So like, for example, I might not be motivated to do a pure Inferno or something, or a solo TOB, but I probably could do it. So those are my goals. I'm not going to go too much higher than that. I just want to play more and enjoy the game more. And who knows where the game's going to be in half a year or what people are going to be doing. So that's my goals for RuneScape. And then outside of RuneScape, other games we were talking about a little bit. I obviously just mentioned a couple of games I want to play, but I think I want to dedicate, not necessarily the whole day, but maybe like on, for example, Tuesdays and Thursdays, or like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or something. The later half of my day or my stream, I could maybe switch games to another game, so I can get the enjoyment of playing another game while not feeling like I'm not playing RuneScape at all. That might be a good way to do it. I know a couple people play their main game and then switch games on Twitch, throughout the day. So that might be a good way to do it. I think I'm going to do something like that. As far as health in the gym, I've done pretty well with getting on track on a decent diet. Kind of fell off in the later bit of 2019, but that was because after TwitchCon of RuneFest, I had a sinus infection for a month, so I wasn't going to the gym. And then I kind of the holidays were here, and you know how it goes. You just overeat a little bit or whatever. I'm in a much healthier, much better place than I was a year ago. I just want to continue that trend, stay on track, and just improve overall for health. But for the gym, I would just like to improve my strength, get into the best shape I've ever been in. Cliche, but like I actually am doing it already. So it's just staying on track. It's not saying it and not having done anything. I've been to the gym now for the past 6 months, and I see that where it's going, and I want to continue that and get to that point. So it's not it's not just empty promises there. It's something I'm actually working on and I actually would like to achieve. So a lot of people say that and don't do it. I'm actually there. You know, I'm in the gym 5-6 days a week. I'm eating right, and I'm already doing it. So we're just going to continue that trend, basically. And I guess for 2020, one final thing I'd really, really like to do is get my daily routine really, really on track. So prioritizing my day, figuring out what's important in that day. What do I need to get done? What would I like to get done? And what can I do when I've done everything I would like to do and need to do, you know? So that basically in the morning, I was doing this for a while and then I kind of stopped. It's bad. But in the morning, I would not look at social media when I wake up. I would go to my Twitter, I'd tweet morning, I'd close my Twitter, I wouldn't look at it for another hour, 2 hours. I would get what I need to get done before I allow myself to look at social media. Because it's such a rabbit hole, man. You just go down there and you're just in there. You're gone in the void for like an hour. So basically waking up and not looking at social media, getting what I need to get done right away, which includes, you know, getting ready for the gym, taking my pre-workout or whatever caffeine source I take in the morning, do that. I want to stretch more. I do stretch a good amount, but more just because there's certain parts when I'm working out where I know I need a better range of motion. So for example, like front squats, I know that I need to work on my stretching. So I'm going to work on that just a little more. I already stretch, but more of that. Getting the right amount of water. I'd say probably 4 or 5 days of the week, I drink enough water. And then those other 2 or 3 days, I'm not drinking enough. And it's noticeable, my energy levels and my overall mood. So try to get to 7 out of 7 for water. Pretty important. And then just setting myself a specific time saying, hey, I need to stream at 1 p.m. today. Whatever happens, if I haven't made my food for the day and I need to, make something really quick, or I can't work on this video because I need to stream, or I do need to work on this video so I can't stream yet. So, prioritizing my day and saying, I need to do this now, not I should do this now, and then it ends up being 3 hours later and I haven't done what I need to do. So that's basically it for my goals for 2020. One last thing that I didn't really mention before, but spending less and investing more. There is some trips I want to go on, and there's some things I have to spend money on, but I want to keep it down to as little as I can within reason. I'm trying to save. I do that in general. I'm pretty good at saving, but I'm looking to hopefully purchase my first property maybe in a year or year and a half from now, maybe even this year. Who knows? If I find a really good deal and I've got the money for a down payment, I can get the right loan and all that. Maybe I'll get my first property this year. But I'm very interested now in investing and all that. And I wasn't really interested too much in it in the past couple of years, but recently I've really, been watching the right content and reading the right stuff and educating myself more on investing and finance, and I want to basically work on that a lot more. I think everybody can benefit from saving money and investing properly. So that's one last final thing I want to do in 2020. I hope you guys enjoyed my little rant while I'm running the laps at Artie. Basically, I go to Artie every time I'm trying to do a rant because it's just the easiest thing to do while ranting, apart from, I guess, not logging in. As far as 2019 goals go, I'd say I didn't hit every goal on target, but 2019 was unexpectedly a way better year than I thought it would be. It was amazing. It truly was. I moved states. I live with 2 other content creators who understand my lifestyle and my life and get it, and we all push each other and work together. I found an amazing girlfriend, and she's great. I got a car, which I haven't had for years. I've gotten out more. I've definitely opened up, I guess, a little more. I'm not so, closed off and in my shell. I kind of left that. And I'm just in such a good place. I honestly am. I feel great, and I'm just excited for this next year. If you guys want to drop below maybe your goals for 2020 or something that you are really proud of that you did in 2019, go ahead and do that and drop that below. I'll read all the comments. I always do. And I might reply to a few of them, or all of them, depends on how I'm feeling and all that. Anyways, thank you all for watching so much, and feel free to drop a like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. People ask for those things. I don't know. I'm just going to say that because everybody else says it. Yeah, have a great day, guys. Peace.